Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or depending on wherever you are. So I hope everyone is doing great. In today's weekly review, we will cover the overall status of major indices, as well as we will cover some of the requests that came to my X account covering financials, healthcare, packaging, and capital goods and chemicals. So we'll try to cover these on a very high level to see the market temperature where these sectors resides and which quadrant they are on the RRG chart. So whatever review that we will do based on the RRG chart in this video. And there is no buy and sell recommendation from my side. So you can do your own due diligence combined with the technicals, fundamentals, and RRG chart. RRG chart is one of the best tool among all other tools where you can really get to know which quadrant the entire sector or particular stock is getting into it. So you know the things which may happen slightly ahead in the time. So I will leave a link for subscribing Strike platform um, under the description. So if you use my link, you will get a 10% discount. And for 7 days, it's free. So play around with the tool. I'm not forcing you to take this, but it just added advantage, right? So if one of the tools can help me to analyze better than what other tools that I have, then it will be a deadly combo in terms of analyzing the sector, the different quadrants, combining with technicals and fundamentals, right? So let's dive into the weekly status of different indices quickly, and then we will get on a different sector. So I am on the RRG chart on the home page, and then I will just select only indices. And I always do the analysis on the weekly chart. So the current week data has been updated as of 25th of November. That is for the last week, and it gets updated on a weekly basis on every Monday. In the last week, we covered some of the sectors like Nifty PSU Bank, and we could see some of the movement in we could see the movement in some of the stocks, right? Nifty Metal, we are covering this since it was in lagging, and then Nifty Bank, and then financial services, and some of the other sectors that we looked at it. So this week seems like Nifty IT has turned it around. It is still in leading, and it tried getting into weakening, but it is still into leading. So which is a very surprise move. We need to keep an eye if there is a further improvements in the RS momentum. Nifty Healthcare Index is having a slight reduction in the RS momentum, but not a significant reduction in the RS. Those who are watching this video first time, please watch my previous videos to understand what is RS and RS momentum. Um, it will give you a better picture and idea about what is RS ratio and RS momentum. PSU Bank is still having a very good RS momentum and very good increase in the RS ratio. So keep an eye on this. Nifty Metal, it's slightly stagnant at the moment and having a good RS, but not a significant RS momentum. Still, it is in improving. We'll have to see if it gets into leading. Um, Financial services, Nifty Bank are doing good. Some of the things that we need to keep an eye on, Nifty Reality. Look at this. It is getting into improving, right? So watch out for some of the sectors which are getting into improving, and we can see further enhance in terms of further enhancement in terms of RS ratio and RS momentum. So keep an eye on those which are into lagging to see if there is a significant improvements in the RS and RS momentum. CPSC is still trying. Nifty PSC, I can see a significant improvement in terms of RS momentum. Look at this, right? Um, Spot the bigger tail length and the RS momentum. Sorry, the RS ratio. So this is what I can see. Nifty Oil and Gas is also having a slight improvement. We'll have to see if it has a further improvements in the RS. Right. So these are the overall status of it. If you want to look at these individually, you can subscribe for the Strike platform and you can play around for 7 days. It's free. So you can play around, look at this, and get to know more insight about it. Now, to summarize, which are the sectors that we see on a weekly chart are doing great? Nifty PSU Bank, still fabulous, but a lot of space need to be covered in terms of RS. So there is a significant improvement in the RS momentum and RS, but there is a still lot of space need to be covered before it gets into leading. Nifty Metal is stagnant at the moment. Nifty Realty to watch out for. And then we have to keep an eye on the Nifty IT as well because there is a further improvements and it is still in leading. Nifty Pharma having a slight backward, you know, movement, trying to get into leading. So we need to keep an eye on that as well. So these are the major things that I can think of right now. Nifty CPSC, Nifty PSC, Nifty Reality, Nifty PSU Bank, Nifty Metal, and Nifty IT and Nifty Pharma. So these are my quick summary in terms of to watch out which are the sectors. Now, let's get on to a different individual sectors. So financials, somebody had asked me for the financials. So let's get on a financial. So what I did here is I've created a different watch list where I keep adding stocks. If you don't see the particular stock which you are looking for it, you can play around with the tool and have those stocks added. So if I go with financials, Nifty Private Bank, let's look at the Nifty Private Bank, and then we'll look at the Nifty PSU Bank as well in terms of covering both PSU and private. So just a minute. I believe because of the latest enhancement in the strike platform, the refresh happen every 1 minute or 2 minute, I believe. So it takes some time in between. Um, just a minute. Let me just put this Nifty 500. All right, I'll change to Nifty 500 on a weekly chart. So you might not see all the private banks over here or financials, but I've just added some of them. Federal Bank we spotted long time ago. IDFC First is into improving. Um, Axis, sorry, IndusInd Bank is into lagging at the moment. Equitas is still in lagging. We covered this long time ago, right? So we know this. Bandhan Bank, it is in lagging. Forget about Sanco. This is one of the odds that I've added to just look at the status. Federal Bank is doing really good. SDFC Bank, it's okay. City Union Bank, yes, we spotted this. And then there's another one, Kotak Bank, right? So we spotted Kotak Bank as well. It is into improving, but there is a slight reduction in the RS momentum. So we need to keep an eye on those things. So if I have to think about the key takeaway from the financials, it could be very few. Federal Bank, um, SDFC Bank for sure, ICICI Bank for sure, and I will keep a close eyes on IDFC First Bank to see if there is any further improvements as well. So that's my key takeaway from the financials. Healthcare, let's look at the healthcare as well. Uh, let, okay, let's go to the healthcare and I will change to Nifty 500. You might not see every stock added here, so please, you know, I'm sorry for that because I have only some of them. So Rainbow we spotted long time ago. If you are following me on the X account, we spotted this. Yatharth, we spotted this well in advance. Polymed. So we can look at this, what is happening. So there is a slight reduction in the RS momentum, but not a significant reduction in the RS. So probably a consolidation phase, and it might be in leading for a longer duration. Polymed, yes, we spotted this, and it is in leading. Thyrocare, Fortis, it's a mix of hospitals and other things. Rainbow, Apollo Hospital, still in leading. NH, it is getting into leading, so it's a good sign. And you can also look at other stocks by adding them into a watch list. So that's on the healthcare side. The next one is packaging. Okay, let me see if I can cover all the stocks in packaging. Okay, let me change it to Nifty 500. Garware High Tech, it's no brainer. It's look at this. It tried getting into weakening, but it just turned it around. And look at the RS momentum in RS, extremely on the right side, which is like signifies the extreme RS ratio, uh, near to the extreme RS ratio and RS momentum. That's the view right now. I can see that EKC, it is into leading. EPL, it is into leading. AGI, it is into leading. Slight reduction in the RS momentum. TCPL pack, significant reduction in the RS momentum and RS. So we'll have to just keep an eye. UFlex is not doing good. Polypex is, yeah, there is a turnaround story. Let's see if it gets into leading. There is improvement in the RS momentum, but not significant. So we need to keep an eye on it, on this. Cosmos First is having a good RS momentum, very closer to the benchmark. So we'll have to see if it goes further into improving or directly get into a leading. So these are from the packaging. I hope I covered some of them, not all. But you can, as I said, you can add those stocks in your watch list in on the strike platform under RRG, and you have a 7 days to play around with the tool since it gives you a free time frame during that time. Capital goods. Let's look at those. Uh, so capital goods, I do have the list of stocks which are included non-electrical and electrical both. So have a look at it, and you can review further. So let's look at this together. And folks, while we wait for this to load on the RRG chart, please leave your comments on the video because I spend time to record this for you, and if I don't get a feedback, good or bad, doesn't matter. I mean, even if you're not able to understand, just to let me know if you're not able to understand. And I would highly recommend you to watch my previous videos as well. Spend time on those. I never ask that you like my video. If you generally like, otherwise leave your comments. That's very important for me to learn from all of you, right? uh, is it really making a sense to do this, or is it really not making a sense to do this, right? So the efforts that I'm putting, at least it has to be helpful for others, right? Look at this capital goods. I see, if you ask me, and I don't want to go through each individual stock, but look at this. Um, Most of the population that I see is into leading and weakening. And under weakening, the observation for me from my side is like most of them having a turnaround story and 90-degree nirvana moment getting into leading. That's something which is very fascinating me on the capital goods, including non-electrical and electricals. You can spot which one are the electrical, which one are not. So you can spot those. You can pause this video and look at this. It's not a problem. So do a individual study on these, but there are few. Look at this. All the direction is towards upwards, be it in the lagging or weakening. Most of the movement or the tail, right? So except some of them. So just have a look at those sectors. I mean, the stocks in the particular sector on the technical chart as well, and look at the any fundamental catalyst that you have. So, a power industry, look at this. There is a turnaround story, right? So very, very keen to look at that as well. Chemicals, let's look at chemicals. Chemical. So let's look at chemical. All right. Yeah, most of them are into weakening. Yes, I can see most of them are into weakening, except some of them. Vishnu had a turnaround story, got into leading. Um, previous specialty chemicals limited is also into leading. It was into weakening. Uh, yeah, I mean, if you ask me to summarize, I think I see, except some of them, which are having a turnaround story and getting into leading. Most of them are into weakening and lagging, and very few are into improving. And those are into leading are very few of them are reduce having a reduced RS momentum. So we need to keep an eye on these, because look at the percentage here, right? You can see the percentage over here. Most of them are into weakening and in lagging. So still not a significant sign, but some of them might do well within chemical sector. So we need to study those independently and see what are the catalysts. All right, with that, I wanted to keep this video short. I would highly recommend you folks to spend time on the RRG chart. Subscribe for the tool if you wish to, combined with technical, combined with fundamentals, if any catalyst or valuation, whatever other parameters that you follow, and look at the status on the weekly chart. Daily chart has a lot of noise, so stick to a one particular time frame, and yeah, I mean, you you can get more insight for sure. So with that, thank you for your patience, thank you for your time watching my video, spending your valuable time. And I highly, I request everybody to leave your comments, feedback. Good or bad, doesn't matter. I never ask anybody to like my video. So if you wish to really want to appreciate, you can appreciate the way you want. And thank you so much for your time. Keep learning, keep enhancing your skills, and just control your emotions. Equity investing is all about emotions, and I don't want to give you pep talk because there are many others who gives pep talk or motivate you. So just follow that. Um, Stay healthy, and thank you so much. And Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.